Chinese people have a saying, letters from home are precious. Thousands of years ago, the Chinese trained homing pigeons to carry messages. But until 40 years ago, the best way to communicate was still by snail mail. China now leads the world in telecommunications technology. So what happened during the past 40 years? The telephone was first introduced to China in 1887, but by 1978, China, with 1/5 of the Earth's population, still had less than 1% of the world's phones, even in Beijing. If you wanted to place a long-distance phone call, you had to bring your lunch and stand in line at the Beijing Telegraphy Building, which was built in 1958. As the country began to feel the benefits of reform and opening up, thriving businesses demanded more convenient forms of communication. By the early 90s, this little device was king. It's known as a pager or a beeper. Owning one of these meant that you had prestige or youmianzi, but this big guy was the real prize. Chinese people called it da ga da. It was heavy, had only 30 minutes battery life, and suffered from poor reception. Owning one was still every 90s businessman's dream though. Chinese people could buy cheaper and better communications technology thanks to the country's commitment to common prosperity. We now live in the smartphone era. There are more than 1.3 billion smartphones in China, and half of them are connected to a 4G network. China is no longer a follower, but a leader in the global communications industry. Half of the world's top 10 smartphone manufacturers are from China, and the country also helped develop 5G technology, as well as launching the world's first quantum communications satellite in August last year. During the two sessions, the government scrapped long-distance call charges and domestic roaming fees. The country is also committed to the development of communications infrastructure in countries and regions along the routes of the Belt and Road Initiative. For decades, China has been seeking more effective forms of communication to avoid conflict and misunderstanding. That's why I believe the country's success story is only just beginning. Good luck, China!